What's going on, y'all? I'm hanging out with my little cat right now. Her name's Sophie. She's just trying to get some love right now. I'm wearing my Momentum Fit gear. Y'all check them out on Instagram. But I'm hanging out. It's Friday night. I am about to go to CarMax here in a little bit and get a car appraised. So I used to work for a guy. He's a real estate developer, and he just closed a big deal. Sold some Christian Brothers in Tennessee, I believe it was. So he got a big commission check for over $500,000. So he got himself a new car, and the car that he was driving, he's ready to sell off, and told me, he goes, "Hey, look, I just want to get $5,000 for it. If you want to try to sell it and get something over that, anything over that $5,000 you can keep." So I did some Kelley Blue Book stuff, and the estimated value is like $7, $8, $9,000, depending on if you were going to get a cash offer, or if you're going to trade it in, or if I don't remember what the other one was. But anyway, I'm going to go to CarMax here in a second. I'm going to show them that, and if they agree that the car is in good condition and it's worth 7.5, then hey, that's a $2,500 come up. So I'm gonna do that here in a little bit, but I do have some awesome footage of stuff that's taking place over the last couple days. I did a networking event. I worked out a little bit. What else did I do? I went to my brother's Ultimate Frisbee tournament, and did some other stuff to just grind it out and have fun. Halloween was just less than a week ago, so I have some footage from that as well. But anyway, just wanted to hop on here and let you guys know this is the start of Season 2, Episode 1 in Season 2, or I guess it would technically be Episode 11. So let's get right into it. Gonna have some vlogs, gonna give some advice, gonna talk about mindset, grinding, and giving back, and we'll go from there. We'll see you guys. Out here at the career fair today, all the big time companies. This is how I got my job at Henry Schein. I came in here and had enough confidence to walk up to this little stand right here. But you know what? Of all the ones in here, this is the one I'd recommend. Good company, good people, great money. Back to business and go get my backpack and head out. It was a good day. Wait for it. Nice. Hey, Sean, look at me. Hey, yeah, we for sure need to have look.
Hey, get me in this business.
Hey, nothing.
Hey, what up, baby? Hey, what up, YouTube?
What's going on, guys? Road to Millions Season 2. I got my mom and my sister, and we are out here today at the UT Intramural Fields watching my little brother Jake play in an Ultimate Frisbee game against Houston. Houston, right? And the score is what, Mom?
5-2.
5-2. And how many times has Jake scored?
Twice.
2 times. I'll get some footage of him running around, and we'll catch you guys back on the camera here in a little bit. But put these up, baby. Hook 'em horns, Mom. Hook 'em horns. No, that's I love you. There you go.
God, what is this?
Crazy. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Nice. Touchdown, Jake Worthington. That's my brother. Jake scored. Boom. Boom.
The tournament was the season was changed because of COVID.
I'm talking Jake. Jake, he's looking, Jake. Jake, on. Yeah.
Let's go, Jake. Posture's good as hell, bro.
Show manners, ass.
What a sweet dog. What's going on, people? Matt Worthington back here checking in on the camera. So, update. Lots been going on recently. And I just haven't had the chance to really hop on here and give you guys an update. So, I apologize for that, but I'll give you one right now. So, since my speech, the next thing that I wanted to, do was put together like a networking event. So what I did was I reached out to the most successful people under 30 that I know and had them invite their friends that are also just absolutely crushing life, killing it, doing well in their respected fields. And we put it together, we threw it together. So right now I'm going to the venue to get everything set up. I got the alcohol, I got the speaker, I got the microphone, I got the cups, the drinks, the food. We got it all catered, we got it all set up pretty nicely. And you know, the premise of the networking event is the gift to giving. And I really want other people to take away from this event tonight this one thing, and that's all the success, all the money, all the fame, all the notoriety. It's nothing if you don't use it to help others, if you don't use it to help others win, if you don't use it to help others get to where you are, if you don't help others get to where they want to go, where they want to be. All that, all that money and everything is for nothing, right? So I want people to realize that they can use their platform for the greater good. And we're going to have a bunch of really awesome speakers go up. People that are all my age that are just doing really well in their industries. And it's going to be awesome. So I got everything in here. I got the Jersey mics. My car's an absolute mess. I got the beer, I got the speaker, and then I got some of my books. That's gonna be a parting gift when everybody leaves. But I'll get some footage of me and Austin Davis, Mr. Power Washing icon of the YouTube world. He's the one helping me set things up. So I'll get some footage of him and I getting things dialed in, getting things a place where they need to go. And then we'll go from there. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I'm about to pull up to the venue, get things set up, and then from 6 to 9 tonight, we're gonna rock and roll. We'll see you in a little bit.
From 6 to 9, so who knows?
Venue for tonight with the legendary Austin Davis.
Get the fuck out of here.
Mr. Power Wash himself. We got a little gig going on, a little networking thing. I'll keep you all posted.
This is for Matt's YouTube.
What's up?
Say a few words.
What's going on?
What
Malin White.
what are we doing here?
We are talking about most successful. Hold on, let me try that.
Under 30.
What?
Most successful people in Austin.
So we're talking about the most successful people in Austin under 30. Matt, super grateful to have you the opportunity, host this opportunity, man. Yeah.
Riding on the vines. What up, man? What are you excited about?
See Matt's sexy ass.
It's not gonna make it in the YouTube cut, bro. It's for his YouTube. We're just walking around. Zach, what's up? What are we at? What are we at? What is this?
I don't know what you're doing.
It's for Matt's YouTube.
Hey, how are you doing?
Robbie, what up, bro?
What up? What up?
Say what's up to Matt's YouTube channel.
Why not?
What are we doing here?
We're recording Networking.
Yeah. Oh, who is this girl? Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Anna. I'm an events coordinator at Capital Factory.
Let's go, Anna. You did better than anybody else. Hey, this is for Matt. This is for Matt's YouTube.
I like White Claw. That's what I do for a living.
Yummy.
Loves White Claw. I'm a Yingling guy, Tanner.
Yep. We're mingling. We're mingling.
What's going on, everybody? Today's November 4th, Thursday, November 4th, a day after the networking event. And I wanted to hop on here and recap how the night went. And honestly, I don't know where to start because I'm so overwhelmed with emotions. First off, it went better than I could have ever imagined. There was probably 40 people there, and it was even though there was 40 people, it was still very intimate. It was a very intimate setting. And I went up and I spoke and I said a couple things. And then right after that, we had a guy named Shadi Assad come up and talk about kind of his health and fitness journey and how he's gotten to where he's at. Now he's a part business owner of a big gym out in Leander, Texas. But Shadi really set the stage. He got up there and he got vulnerable. And every single person that went after Shadi got vulnerable too and shared a part of their story that they probably wouldn't do regularly. But the fact that they did it was what helped connect everybody else in that room. Whenever people opened up and talked about their struggles and the things that they went through, that's when everybody else related to those things. And that's what brought the room together, and that's what made it feel more intimate. My buddy Sean texted me and he was laughing. He was like, man, there's a sense of warmth in the room. There's a sense of love. And there was. And after the event ended, people were there till 9:30, 9:45, way after the time that we had reserved, because they were just it was like people were hugging, high-fiving, dapping each other up, smiling, laughing. Like, the energy was just ridiculous. And I'm literally still on a high from last night, and I know other people are, because people are texting me, reaching out, telling me how powerful it was, and I can't agree more. I called my dad earlier, and I got kind of emotional because I told him how powerful this idea of giving is. Whenever you have good intent in your heart and you try to do things to help others, it brings people together. And last night we saw that, and we saw that so strongly that one of my buddies, Robbie Zudak, who owns a company called Sunnyside that supports mental health awareness and brings attention to these conversations because they're necessary and pertinent. He goes up and he talks and shares his story a little bit. And as soon as all the speakers finished up, they went over to Robbie and they bought every single piece of clothing that he had in his box. Every single piece of merchandise that he had brought with him that night, he sold. And if that's not telling of the power of giving back, helping others, making a difference, opening up, sharing your story, and doing something good for the world, I don't know what is. All these people that were in that room, they saw that Robbie had a dream. They saw that he wants to help people. And you know what they did? They helped him. And that's how this world should work. That's how everything should work. By helping others and putting that at the forefront, that should be what's most important. By doing that, you'll make all the money in the world. But if you have that as the goal, instead of money and making the money as the goal, then you'll get it. But if you have money first, if that's the mindset at first, you won't, unless you have good intent with that money, right? One of my messages whenever I went up there was like, look, we all need to win. We all need to do the best that we can possibly do, work the hardest that we possibly can so that we can become the best in our industry, best at our job, and get to the very top so that we can help others get there, so that we can help others win, so we can bring others to the top with us. That's what it's all about. And there were just so many great speakers last night, and every speaker had something that they talked about that resonated with somebody in that room. And I've had some people that have reached out to me and said, hey, that looked like an awesome event. I'd love to speak at the next one. And then I talked to them a little bit about it, and they're like, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could. Or there's people at the event that I know have real powerful stories, and I went up to them and I was like, hey, I think you should go speak. And they're like, I don't know what I'd talk about. I don't know if the things I'd say would really resonate with somebody. And I'm like, look, it doesn't matter about the 49 people out of the 50 people out there. If it doesn't touch any of them, that's okay. But there's one person in this room that you're going to touch, one person that your message is going to speak to personally, and that person's life is going to be changed. And that's what it's all about. I know it sounds cliche, but it's just that one person. It's that one person. Man, I'm so fired up. I'm almost at a loss of words because of how much of an impact I think last night had on a lot of people's lives. And it makes me think, if we can do this with 30, 40 people, what if we could do this with 300, 400 people? And on and on and on. And I don't know how to get to that point. I got to brainstorm, I got to think about it. But I think there was something about last night that was really powerful. Something about last night that really changed the way some people in there started thinking. And I think if anybody was paying attention closely, they'll realize that the power and behind all this, the power behind all this, and the feeling that everybody had that night and still has today is all because of one thing, and that's giving. And realizing it's not about us, but what we can do to help others. I'm telling you, that is the key. For anybody watching, that is the key. I'm telling you, just wait and see what all those people go out and do. And that's what it's all about, is inspiring everybody else to realize it's not about us, and that giving is super powerful. My entire YouTube channel is probably going to be just me talking about giving and helping others, giving and giving back and helping others, inspiring others and making a difference and making an impact. Like, I'm going to talk about that over and over and over, and you guys might get tired of that, but I'm telling you, do it. Get to the top and help others get there. Work your ass off, grind, go hard, and then help others get there. That's what it's all about. We gotta help everybody else win. We gotta pick everybody else up. We all gotta get to the top. That's it, guys. Let's go get it. Hey, everybody. I'm back at my house, and I wanted to say something real quick. So yesterday went incredibly well, as you guys saw in the last video that I posted, and all that I talked about at that networking event. And I was talking to somebody about it, and they were saying, "Oh, that's amazing, that's awesome, but it's not always going to be like that. Oh, that's amazing, but you might not always have that impact. That's awesome, but you got to have a plan B, you got to have a backup plan. Like, if things don't work out, like, what's the plan? Well, you got to realize that it's not always going to be that good. And you know what? That might be the case. But I choose not to think that way. I don't choose to think small. I don't have a plan B. I don't let any of that negative energy, those negative thoughts come into my mind. I only think about how great it's going to be, how good it's going to go, how many people are going to be impacted, how big this can become. I don't think about the what ifs, the buts, well, no, none of that, dude. Forget that. I don't accept any of that attitude, that mindset. And I don't think anybody should. That's when bad things happen, is when you start thinking, is when you start doubting yourself, doubting what it could be, what it can become, being a pessimist. I choose not to accept that mindset, that energy, that attitude, none of that. Don't keep that away from me, right? Everything that I've done has been me believing that it's going to happen, seeing it in my head, and then putting the action to get there and working my butt off. And at no point do I say, I can't do it, right? Like, at no point do I I tell myself, well, if it doesn't work out, this should be the plan. No, it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. Don't allow people's negative energy and negative influences to influence you negatively, to rub off on you in a bad way. You can't let people do that. If you want something and you believe it, nobody can tell you you can't do it. Because just because somebody else can't do it doesn't mean you can't do it. Just because they don't believe they can do it doesn't mean you can't do it. Don't listen to everybody else. Your dream is nobody else's dream. Only you know what you're capable of. Only you know what you're capable of. And I had a conversation with this person, and this person's close to me. That's why I'm not saying their name, but I told them, stop that. No, don't tell me that. I'm choosing not to think that way. If you want to come up here with that, then don't come up at all. Don't come up and talk to me at all. And I know I'm being an asshole right now, but guys, like, good energy only, good thoughts only, positive stuff only, optimism only, belief. I mean, you have to think that way. If anything's going to happen, you have to think that way. Because once you start thinking those bad thoughts, those bad things start to happen. But if you start thinking good things only, it's the law of attraction. That stuff will come. Keep yourself on a positive wavelength, on a positive mindset, and you can do anything. I'm telling you. Don't you ever forget it. I'm telling you. Okay? All right. Peace.